Hello, Will here, and we are back in Skyrim. It's been a couple of weeks. I won't go into too much detail. I'll keep all the details up. Basically, there's some personal stuff going on outside of all this. There we are. That I need to get sorted out. It's mostly pretty much sorted out now. So so videos and stuff like that should hopefully be going back to sort of like normal commonplace now with like one video, maybe two videos a week, possibly, but at least one video a week. So we're going to restart with doing some Skyrim mods because I haven't done a like proper mod video for a little while, and I've actually managed to find some. It's amazing. So I've got 3 mods for this video this week. We got. I do believe one of them, at least one of them, I think is a work in progress kind of style mod, so it's not going to be complete, but we'll get to that later on. So we're going to get into the first mod, and the first mod is House in the Sky by DGZ 400. Now, I didn't actually know it was above me in that kind of context that you could actually see it, but there it is. But yeah, so this is House in the Sky by DGZ 400, and as you can see, we are in Markarth. There's no map marker straight off the bat, but I think once you get up there, there'll be a map marker and the map, and then you just fast travel there. Alright, and yeah, so once you get up here, you get basically a map marker. There it is. So then you can just fast travel to here whenever you want, which is useful. So you don't have to keep spending ages trying to go through the city, get this, get that, la 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 la. So yeah, it looks like up here there's nothing crazy, a little bit of seating. It does mention in the description what there is, what you can find inside. I don't think it's a massive in-depth house. But I do think it is like, it's a smallish player space, but it might be a bit Doctor Who-y and be sort of like bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But you know, we'll go for dawn and have a look. It is a little bit Doctor Who. It's definitely not this big on the outside. Well, I'm looking at that in a minute. Yeah, so yeah, it is definitely a little bit Doctor Who-y, by the fact that it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But if you're fine with things being a little, if you're someone who plays this for a lot of role playing, or wants to try and get realism in any mods that you have, this isn't going to work for you because it is obviously way bigger on the inside, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I mean, it looks funky. You've got plenty of storage. You've got some storage here. You've got a whole bunch of weapon plaques. So I think it does have like all of your basic necessities as well. So storage for weapons, items, food. You got a cooking pot for cooking. Just make sure it's actually working for something. So there you go. So you can do a little bit of cooking. So you got a cooking pot for that. You've got an oven. You've got a simple setup. You've got a nice little statue with glowy eyes. I like that. Nice little bit of detail there. Basic dresser, so you got your basic stuff. So these are all static objects. If you go behind here, you've got a pretty reasonably sized bath. I do like the fact that it's in like this wooden log kind of thing. It's a shame you can't. Oh, I got myself stuck. Oh, there you go, I'm free. Right. It's a bit of a shame that you can't like walk along the edges, because you get over here and then crab. I don't know if there's meant to be a reason why they're in the way that they are, but maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But either way, yeah, nice little bar. You can sit down on the bench, bada bing bada boom, bosh, I bet there's any other furniture in the middle part. Not that I can see. So, but you got your benches still. Oh, there's a crab up there apparently. Oh, and there's a crab there. I don't know if they're meant to be like emulating, like, oh look at that, it's a crab, and look at him, he's crawling along the pipes, or if it's just here's some random crab decorations because why not? There is a trapdoor here. That leads to the basement. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And your basic storage there, and then so if we go up to the next level, we have. Now I think it did say that there is space for 6 followers. I think is what it says in the description. So any details I missed, you can just look at the description and then you'll be able to find it there. So yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so I think these are meant to be the followers' beds. Each one have got their cupboards, a little bit of decoration, just to sort of like fit it out a little bit. There is a bit of clipping with some of the items, like here. You got a little bit of clipping, but minor details. It's not the end of the world. If it's like that. Again, these were all seen. This was all static. Where's this go? Oh no, it's just a ladder. All right, just a ladder by itself. What's that? Drop bar reserve. Anything here? Nope, nothing under. I can't grab her anything above. Fair enough, but obviously it's like some kind of like chill out area. You'll have few, people have some drinks, la. Map. Fortunately backwards, but we all know the map of Skyrim, so it doesn't matter whether it's backwards, forwards, up or fucking down. We know exactly where we're going. And if we go one more flight, we get to what is another big grand open area. Okay, I was just about to say we had a master bedroom, but we have not. Yeah. What kind of looks like maybe? I mean, it's a shrine to the Bella here. What the hell? Okay. That's funky. I quite like that actually. So it looks like we got like a small basic aquarium up above. I like that. That's a nice little touch. I quite like that feature. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen someone do like that kind of style aquarium thing up above yet before. Yeah, I like that. I like that feature. Got some seating area, some more stuff, things. And go in here, it's even more storage. And effectively, basically, what is probably meant to be basically your bedroom. So again, more storage. Place weapons, got myself stuck again. I seem to like getting myself stuck. I don't know why. Weapon racks. Fortunately, money that is not real. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So far, I do very much like. I was going to go down and have a look at the basements. Let's just look at the basement to go look at. I've got to put anything in the basement. It's basically with the sign here. This is where you're going to have all your blacksmithing stuff. Oh, no, I like the attention to detail. We got a whole working engine, which kind of makes sense for it to have a working styled engine. So you got your workbench, you got your tanning rack, you got individualized storage, not named, but individualized storage that you can just organize yourself. You're like, all right, that's for stuff to do with this. This is these are to do with this. This is to do with this. Or to do with that. Blah 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 blah. But in individualized storage, but not named. And a random stone chair you can sit on. I don't know why. Actually, there. I was going to say, I couldn't think. Where's the ground? There it is. Alright, so, yeah. Gives you your basic, all your all your amenities for blacksmithing and all this and all that and crafting, and storage for it. Well, cool. Right, let's get out of this noisy area and give my final thoughts on this place. Okay, still a little bit noisy, but you know what, screw it, I'm pretty sure we can live with it. Alright, so, yeah, I like it. You know, I mean, it's not going to be a player home that I would use myself, because I don't need a player home, because I've already got one. Especially, well, now that I have to set it up again, because of new file and all that crap. But I do like how it looks. I do like the aesthetic again, you know. And I like the fact that it's a little, you know, it's on the outside it's a little airship. On the inside, it's a bit, you know, it's a little bit bigger. It's got what you need. It's got some nice decoration. Best decoration in here is definitely this thing above. I do like this. I do like this feature. And yeah, I could definitely see it being a player home that has good functionality. I just don't know what the nav meshing in the place is like. That's the only thing. So hopefully they've done good nav meshing, so it's easier for your followers to sort of like get up and down the stairs. Yeah. If I was going to change anything, the only things I would change, and they are like small little things which it's easy to do, is like, for example, you come over here and you've got like, you know, for some reason you got a ton of cheese, for example. You go on there, you can search the cupboard, you know, tra la la, and you know, you find basic random shit. But I would do basically, I'm trying to think of what the word is for it. But it's basically it's a visualized storage, basically, that uses invisible chests. So then, for example, if you were to say look at the cheese here, it would say cheese storage or food storage, or there'll be one here that says about food storage. You've got what looks like food there, but then there would be a invisible chest that you can open and store the food. But you have to look at the food out of the chest. So then, you know, bosh. You know, it'd be like, and then there was somewhere else I could think of, for example. You know, so it'd be, you know, if I looked up here, even though it's a bit harder to look up here, but maybe then it could be, I don't know, you could put some alcohol down here, for example, bottles of wine and stuff down here, and then put another invisible chest here for wine storage, you know, that kind of thing. And just things like that. So then you would have the static objects, but you can still interact with, there would be a means to interact with them. But you can't move them, but it's there. In the way that the storage is there, but the aesthetic of the static objects are also there to be seen. So it's not just a whole bunch of random chests all over the place like this all the time, you know, kind of thing. But that's about like the only main thing I'd really change. After that, I wouldn't probably change anything else if it was me. But obviously, it's entirely up to DGC 400. If they want to try that change, they can. If they're like, nah, I'm quite happy with this, then they can leave it, and it makes no difference. Yeah, but all in all, I like this one. Again, not one I would personally use myself, but I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who still play Skyrim who would definitely think about using this at some point, or would be interested to try it out on a run and see how they feel with it. So once again, this was House in the Sky by DGC 400, and as always there will be a link in the description below to this mod itself if you want to try it for yourself. And that's it for mod number 1. We are going to go on to mod number 2, which unfortunately I have literally no idea where it is. So this may take some time, so hopefully I will be back in a second rather than 5 years from now. Alrighty then, here we are in the shitty town of Dornthar for mod number 2, or at least part of mod number 2. It's not directly here. I did find where you need to go. It's actually pretty simple play. Actually pretty simple to get there actually. Well, as far as I'm aware, it's pretty simple to get there. But it's basically, it's here. So, what this mod number 2 is Summershire. Summershine? Summershine or Summer? I think it's Summershire. I might be wrong in that because I've written it down and I might have already got it all fucked up. We'll find out in a bit anyway. But yeah, this is going to be what I'm going to call for now. Summershire by Lovely Servine. And I do believe this is kind of like a work in progress kind of style mod. It's not in the work in progress tab, as far as I'm aware. It's not in that. But it is, from what I think it's meant to be, it does seem kind of file size does seem kind of smallish. So I do have got an inkling it's not fully complete just yet. But we'll have a look. I've just got to get to where I actually need to get to, which is over here somewhere. And yeah, what I believe this is basically that it is meant to be like kind of like it's like a play, adds in like a new little player home. But you have to go somewhere. I don't exactly know where you need to go. All I know is that you go here and you go on this rowing boat and it takes you where you need to go. But where it actually is. Okay, so it's not what you expect. I would have thought there would have been like a something here, but they've done a trapdoor. Fair enough. This might be one of their first mods, so I can understand why they use a trapdoor as a placeholder, possibly. So we'll have a look and we'll see if we get. There you go. Yeah, Summershire. I was right. It's Summershire. All right, and here we are. Okay, so it is a world space. It's not actually. Yeah, so it's not actually part of the actual map. It's its own little ball space. Okay. So there might be some potential clipping. And as you can see, yes, it is work in progress. So it is going to be fairly empty. Hopefully, they did actually message me on my Discord. So I actually need to go on to that and see what they were wanting. But yeah, one thing that is needed, but pretty much everyone would have, is the fishing CC mod. Oh, I've got something going on with my sound there. But yeah, so you do need the fishing creation club mod. And yeah, alright, so yeah, unfortunately, yeah, as you can see, the island is very barren as of at the moment. But again, I'm pretty sure that they are going to be doing some improvements to this, adding stuff in, changing it, and just making it much more appealing for people to live in. And it's only over. Oh shit! I need a key. Where the fuck do I get the key? Alright. So I've gone. I couldn't find where the key is meant to be, and looking in the description, it doesn't say where you're meant to find the key. So I don't know if there is one anywhere or not. I have no idea. So what I've just done for now is I've gone off to go and get the ring of unlocking, just so I can get inside. And I'll look inside. And though I normally tend to try and be kind of fair, especially if it's a person's first mod or if it's a work in progress kind of style mod, you know, this better be worth it. Right. Okay, so at least the interior is definitely different. Firewood, you got some cheese. Would I give it cheese? Satchel. Okay, so far at least this is it's kind of minimalistic, but here's the main thing: at least the house has an interior. At least it wasn't empty. That's the main thing. It wasn't an empty house. Okay, so obviously, I don't know if they're planning for there to be more in the house. I can only guess so. But you got enchanting there, alchemy lab. I would have to say unusual placement. What? I would have to say. You got some fancy stones. Some of the texture changes is probably I don't believe are from this mod at all. We got a lot of the texture changes are from another mod that I've got installed. Which is, I think it's Be Very Evades Ignium 13 or something. It's something along those lines. I can't blame remember. I'll find out and I'll put it in the thing up above, and I'll probably put a link in the description below about it as well. And then back here we got basic sort of cooking area. Alright. Okay, so the inside, as of at the moment, is very minimalistic for functionality. It's functional. It is. You can't really deny it. It is technically a functional house. It has some of the basic shit that you need, outside and inside. It's just very minimalistic for it. Obviously, I'm going to guess that this is a work in progress mod. If it is not, then this is definitely nowhere near done, basically. Not to say that it's a bad mod. It just needs finishing. The idea is there, and the idea is good. You know, have your own private island with your own house on it. Maybe have your own little woods, fishing spots. You know, maybe some, maybe I don't know what their plan is, but you get your own fishing spots. You got your own little private woods, maybe you do a bit of hunting. Maybe there's some animals on there for you to hunt, and you get your own private little manor house on the island, and peace. So principality is there, and the idea is sound. It just needs finishing off, and so there's a lot of work still to be done. Unless this is all that they want to do, then there's still a lot of work to be done. But I'm not going to say it's a bad mod, because I had a funny feeling it wasn't going to be complete anyway. But I will keep an eye on this one to see if they make any progress on it, and I may come back to it in a future video when there's been like significant work done on it to justify coming back to it, basically. But this was... I've got to get all my details now. I've lost all my details. Yeah. There we are. Found them. So yeah, this was Summershire by Lovely Divine. And again, though it's a work in progress mod, I will leave a link in the description below as well. If you want to have a look at it yourself, get some ideas, and then he is on somebody's Discord. I can't remember whose it is. I think it's Cyan49's Discord. And you can find him on there because the name does seem very, very familiar to me. So if you're able to find them, then you can give them feedback of what things they could possibly do with this. La 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 la. All I will say is just don't be an asshole. Basically, it's don't be an asshole about it, as this might be their first mod, or they might still be very new to modding, especially by the fact that they're working on a world what looks like is meant to be its own world space, and that shit ain't always easy. But once again, this was Summershire by Lovely's Divine, and again, link in the description below to the mod itself. But we're going to move on to the final mod of this video, which is I'm going to say it's like a mini quest. It's a mini quest about it directly being a mini quest. It has a quest storyline to it, but it doesn't. It's not my kind of quest making, where there is a quest and there is a storyline. It just doesn't hold your hand whilst doing it. But for that, we've got to go back to Dawnstar. So, alright, and here we are with the final mod of the video, which is Mythic Dawn Armor by Lots Fam. The name Lots Fam does seem familiar to me. I can't remember if he's on my Discord. I think he is. I might be wrong. I can't remember. But the name is definitely very, very familiar. And so what this does is it basically adds in a sort of unofficial side quest. But in fact, I don't think you get like your handheld whilst doing it kind of thing in quest markets. You kind of have to just look. It tells you to go to a place. You go to that place, you find the stuff you're looking for, and blah blah blah. But there's like a little story or a little backstory or something like that kind of thing. Blah blah blah. Another thing to mention about this one is you do need the Cause Creation Club mod and the Spell Knight Armor Creation Club mod installed for this mod to work. Which I'm probably sure, by now, most of you have. Because we're kind of at that point now where it's like, most people are probably going to have the Anniversary Edition because people are modding now using that stuff. So most people are going to probably need it. But yeah, so where you start this, you go to Dawnstart and you go into this dude. Oh, I can't even get. I can just unlock it though, so screw it. It says level 20, but screw it. I can just unlock it and just take the stuff. Well, I think so anyway. If not, I'll just have to murder the man. But yeah, you're looking basically for Silas Vesuvius, his house. Basically, the guy who does the Merrin's Dagon quest. I believe it's in the house, but I might be wrong, and you might actually have to go somewhere else. But we'll find out. But first off, I've got to get in. Though obviously, I was going to say obviously easier said than done, but alright, we're in. Silas, my son, our greatest accomplishment is burned. All hope of revival. The Oblivion Gate was constructed has drove Vonos insane, leading him to turn against the Order. It began when Vonos started to proclaim hearing Mount Dagon speak from the Oblivion Gate, saying that his release demanded death. I hope to hear and confirm Vonos preaching, but no one heard anything. Only Vonos yelling of death echoed throughout the temple. I would have slew Vonos if I knew what would become of him, imagining Dagon's voice. He cloaked assassins in Mythic Dawn robes and tasked them with killing his own. I awoke to screams, begging for help and mercy. My brothers were being slaughtered. Vonos attempted killing me himself, barely escaping his blade. I got away, never looking back. Silas, I am sorry, but I cannot come home. Vonos still hunts me. Returning to the Pale would threaten your life. I passed my sword and armor to you near the old shrine. They can be found in a locked chest at an abandoned camp buried beneath the secluded grave. I have placed the key nearby. It hides inside a cooking pot. Though I am leaving behind my sword and armor, I am never leaving behind my love for you. Farewell, son. While we will reunite soon. Rhymer Vesuvius. Okay, so that. Oh, yeah, that's fuck it. I'll just do it. It's fine. So yeah, that is basically the quest line. So it's not going to hold your hand. It's just it basically tells you where you need to go, what you're looking for. Bosh. Basically. Let's unlock. Let's go. What's here? What's that? Oh, I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna rob the man. Sod it. Whilst I'm here. If I'm about to become a member, if I'm gonna get Mythic Dawn stuff and become a member of Mythic Dawn, I'm gonna make sure I got all their stuff. Don't need all the robes. That'll do. Cool. And that, which I can't take that page, unfortunately. I can't take that page, and I can't turn it into a bucket. Right. So we now need to go basically off to Merrin's Dagon's shrine. So I will see you when I get there. Alright, so up there we got the Merrin's Dagon shrine, but I don't think that's where we're going straight off, because it says about the band camp, which there is a map marker for on here, which is, it's not, it's a little bit away from the thing, but not like overly far away. But I think it only adds on once you've read the note. I don't think it's not straight on the map, because the way that kind of defeats the purpose, really, isn't it? Of reading the note in the first place. So we're going to head to the abandoned camp first. I believe that's where we need to go first. Now I know there was that bound spell, but I want to get the actual physical armor rather than the thing. So we got a dead person and a steel great sword, which you don't need. Book on the Oblivion Crisis, which that's not anything new. get rid of the snow pile. I'm gonna get a satchel, and we're gonna open up. I'm gonna grab the old key. Oh, hello, Wolfie. Screw you, Wolfie. There's something else around here, but over there, I don't know what it is though. So we got the old key from the cooking pot. Oh, no wolf. Wait, there we go. Okay, well, see you later, buddy. I don't know what the hell that was all fucking about. Anyway, so we got the key. So now I think we gotta go back up to the shrine, and then we can actually get in there. Because normally you can only get in there when you're doing the Mythic Dawn quest. So it's either the shrine or there's a chest up there. Oh, I'll look. If not, I'll have to read the note again. I might have read it wrong, but it might be. Am I doing a bit of a dum-dum move here, possibly? I'm seeing near the old shrine. They can be found in a locked chest and oh, yeah, I'm doing a bit of a dum-dum here. Yeah, doing a bit of a dum. Oh, for God's sake, yeah, doing a bit of a dum-dum. So there's a locked chest. Apparently near here somewhere. Or at least it's near the shrine. Let's have a look around. For a second. Right, let's have a look in the note again. Alright, found it. It's here. It took me a little bit of time to find it because I didn't notice it there at first. Because there's two. Because so it's a lot chest and bank account. Very difficult. I have placed the key nearby. It held inside a cooking pot. So to a degree that makes sense. All right, cool. Obviously, I just had to read it again, and then I was like, okay, blah blah blah, trying to find it. But it kept on saying map updated. I'll just. This is primarily more for if Lot spam sees this. When I read the note, it says the map updated in the corner. You know, so making big. Okay, maybe it adds on a little map marker for you to find, so it's a bit easier for you to find in an ocean of white snow. You know. But you go to look at the map. Now that was already there. That was added on, I think, when you read the first note. But after that, there's nothing here. From what I can see, there are no other markers on the thing. So I don't know if that's just a bug on my end, or if it's. That's right. I don't know if it's a bug on my end, or if it's. There's possibly a mistake made somewhere and could be fixed in an update. But either way, it's not that far away from the camp. And I got the key, so we're going to have a look in the grave. The letter to Silas seriously leads here. Removing the stones reveals a sword and a chest. And there we go. So we got the sword, and we got the chest. So we're going to grab the sword, and we're going to unlock the chest for the key that was supposed to have. And here we are with the Mythic Dawn armor. So as you can see, it is based off of heavy armor. So we're going to go yoink, 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 yoink. A yoink. And obviously I'm going to sort some stuff out. So let's have a look. So let's have a look at the sword first. Let's have a look. So we got it. The blade sleeps. Only fire will reawaken its power. Okay. I'm not going to mess around with that now because I can't be bothered with all the cryptic shit. But that's going to be something for you lot to sort of work out what that means. So I'm going to let you lot work that out. I'm not going to go for the hassle of that. There's going to be that one mystery that I'm going to leave. That's not going to be answered in this video, so you're going to have to download the mod to get your answer. Because I'm an asshole. And then we got the Mythic Dawn armor. Obviously, no, it doesn't have any enchantments. But that's fine, because we can just put it on. There, boosh. What about a boosh? And there we go. Obviously, it's stable. They have to use basically what was given to them. This is obviously why you need Spell Knight armor, because of how the helmet works. But all in all, I think it's not a bad recreation. You could tell that you could tell they were what the look they were going for. You could tell that Lots fan was looking to try and recreate the Mythic Dawn armor from Elder Scrolls 4. You could tell that's what he was trying to do, or she. I'm not totally sure if Lots fan was a boy or a girl, but that's what they were trying. You can see that's what they're trying to do, and I think that they've done a nice little job on it. I don't know if it would be worthwhile possibly updating this with one, a fix to this map thing, possibly. And maybe, I don't know, maybe a light variant of the armor, maybe. So you've got a heavy version and a light version. Just so then people who use more light armor than heavy armor can also have it themselves. If they decide to roleplay, say, as a character who only wears light armor, at least then they got their own variation of it. I do like the fact that it has its own little it's got its own little story. It's not it's not very long. It is almost like it's just basically it is like a little tiny mini side quest that has that old kind of style RPG where it's like, the majority of it you don't have help. You do have help with the map markers, but it doesn't tell you straight away where they are. You have to look on the map where they are, which it's not too bad, not that bad at all. But no, it's a fun little mod. And I think so. Oh no, I think it's not that bad. So I'm gonna keep the armor. I might not end up using it, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the armor because I will eventually work out see what that sword actually does. But that's going to be a mystery for you lot to solve that, work out on your own, because I ain't going to show you. But alright, so this was the Mythic Dawn armor by Lotsfam. And once again, the Cores Creation Club mod and the Spell Knight armor Creation Club mod are needed for this mod to work. But most of you have that. There will also be a link to this mod in the description below, if you want to check it out for yourself. We also had Summershire by Lovely Savine, which was definitely a still work in progress. It was definitely no incompletion, but I will keep an eye on that, and so then if significant progress is made, you may pop back into that one in the near future, or far future, depending on how long it takes. And we also had House in the Sky by DGC 400, which was another player which I think wasn't actually that bad at all, right? And it had some nice little features in there. All good mods. All links will be in the description below for all 3 mods. Also in the description below you will find a link to my Discord, where on my Discord you can find out what I'm up to, what mods I'm working on. We've got Project Union, which is a community, which is sort of like a slow burn of a community project. There's also other updates for any other mods I'm working on. If you've got any modding questions or anything like that, you can let me know on there. You can let me know in the comments below as well. But Discord is probably a better place for me to do it, because I'm a bit more active on Discord than I am in the YouTube comments. I do have a look at mod requests, but I don't always do all of them, or if I do it, it may take some time for me to get around to it, because I am working on other things as well. But hopefully I will be getting on to making more progress on the mods that I'm working on, now that a bunch of stuff that I need to sort out is now effectively sorted itself out now. So I should be able to get back into work again, basically. So if you like this video, why not subscribe to the channel? You'll find some other Skyrim videos on there. Just a quick update on the Skyrim 100%. That is basically completely and utterly fucking flopped, in the premise of, because the video last time the game was fucking up for some reason. It was having some fucking problem with it itself, and now with this update that file doesn't work anymore. So I may have to come back to it with a different character, but what I'll do is I'll carry on from where I left off. Basically, that's what I might end up doing with that one. But I'll come back around to that anyway. But yeah, so subscribe to the channel. Why not join the Discord? Leave a like on the video. Do all that basic mumbo jumbo bullcrap. So until next time, I'll see you all later.